Hey, what's up everyone? Thanks for checking out my channel, Dance Music Tutorials. In this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a track using Logic Pro 9, and I'm going to do this from scratch. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and select a Ultra Beat. If you don't know how to do that, this is basically, again, this is just a template that I have here. That's just something I created that I can use over and over again whenever I'm working on a track. So just select an empty track and go down to the I/O, hold down your left mouse button, and this window will open. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and select Ultra Beat from here. And I'm going to open it up. And I'm going to select this very bottom section here where it says Analog Kick. I'm going to load a drum sound in there. So basically you can program your own drum kits this way. So I'll just click on this area where it says sample here, click on the drop down arrow, say load a sample, point it to my desktop, scroll down and load a sample from my folder where I have a bunch of kick drums, bass drum, hit the play button, and this will let me actually listen to the sounds as I select them. And you can just use your keyboard up and down or left and right arrows to find the drum sound you want. So I'm going to go with 27, say open, and now that sound will be on this note, and there it is. So I can either play it in, listen into the metronome, or I can just go ahead and select my pencil tool, draw it in, open it up by double clicking on it, and then scrolling down, and then just playing those notes in. Next thing I want to do is change my tempo. Well, it's already 137, so we'll just leave it at 137. That's fine. And we'll go ahead and play it. So we have a kick drum to work with now. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is put in some hi-hats. So I'm just going to replicate the part by clicking on this little box up here where it says New Track with Duplicates Setting. Click that, and I'll open up Ultra Beat again. This time I'll go to the item right up to the very next where we just put our bass drum. So here's a bass drum. We're just going to go up one, and we're going to change that. We're going to load a sample and go to my desktop, and I'm going to go to my closed hi-hats. Closed hi-hats, hit play, and then try to find a hi-hat that I like. I like 42, so we'll go ahead and use that. Just say open. Now there it is. And again, I'll just take my pencil tool, draw on a box, double click, and then I'll go ahead and scroll down. A little too far here. Should be right here. There it is. And go ahead and play it back. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to throw in some hand clap now. So we'll go back and we'll replicate it again. And I'm going to open up Ultra Beat. Next thing I'll do is go to the one right above that. Change that from the snare drum to a hand clap. Again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to a folder where I have hand claps. And these are just plain old WAV files, by the way, just in case you were wondering. So open up claps, same thing, I'll hit play. I like 11, so I'm going to use 11. So I'll say open. There it is. Now I'll come in here and same thing, select my pencil tool, and I'm only going to put this on in two places. Scroll down some. Okay. So we have a little bit of a beat going. Next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and put in a bass drum. Not a bass drum, but a bass line. So we'll go ahead and just come down here. Let's turn off all this stuff because we don't want any of this. No plugin, no plugin, no plugin, no plugin. Turn this to 0. And then let's pick a different instrument. I'm going to actually use the Nexus 2. Nexus 2 does not come with Logic Pro 9. You have to purchase that separately, but I'm going to use it because it's pretty cool. So we'll go down to AU Instruments, and then we'll do, let's see, REFX, Nexus 2 Stereo. Okay. And now we're going to look for some bass sounds. So I'm going to open up bass. I think we can use that. Turning off all the effects. And I think it's a little loud, so I'm also going to turn it down some. Next thing we'll do is put on some arpeggio. So go down to ARP, turn it on, go to the library up here, and these are presets. So, but you can use a preset and then you can change it up your own way, and that works usually pretty well. So that's just a straight arpeggio, but I'm just going to scroll through here and look for something different, and then I'll change it up my own way. Change some effects on this sound now. See here if we can. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go with that. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and loop these guys right here. So I'm going to select them all. Select them all, go to the very end, and then do Command C, Command V, V, V. So 4 times. Stretch my loop out here, and go ahead and adjust the volume here for all these, turn them all the way up. I'm going to go ahead and play around with the sound a little bit longer until I find something that I really like. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add in some more sounds now. Again, I'm gonna select a sound from the Nexus 2. Delay on this. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. Pencil that in, and then So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go to the end of this and do Command C, V, and play this back. I'm going to take this out because I don't like it anymore. And I'm going to just add in another quick sound here, some more percussions. So let's go back to our ultra beat and just do duplicate. So I'm going to open up ultra beat. I'm going to go down to right here and I'm going to select load. And I'm going to load a different sound now from one of my folders here. Let's see here, desktop. Okay. Let's see here, looking for, here we go. We'll use that. So I'm going to select everything, hold down Shift and Alt, and adjust the volume, and then also shrink these notes so they're all the same length. There you go. Okay, let's add in another sound now. I'm going to go back down again and select REFX Nexus 2. I'm going to turn that down, it's a little loud. So let's see here. the drums. There they are. Turn off the arpeggio. Now I can just play around with the drums. Okay, so I'm going to make a copy of that again. Sound that'll go with what I already have. So I'm going to play around until I find something that I think sounds okay. On the wrong track. Haha. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just create another track using the same instrument right here and the same settings and everything, and just see if I can find another melody that I can lay on top of this melody that I have right here. So so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this track I just made again, but I'm going to use a different instrument. Take all this stuff off. No plugin. No plugin. And so I'm going to make a copy of this, and I'm going to paste it down here. And now I'm going to look for a different instrument to play back with it, the same melody. So let's go back to the Nexus again. Go ahead and shorten these notes by selecting them all and then making them really short and then changing the volume. So I'm going to make a copy of that. And I'm going to open up the Nexus, and I'm going to go do mix. And I'm going to turn all this stuff off until I just find the bass drum. There it is. And I'm going to actually loop that through here. A little lower. Got to go a little lower right here. Oh, that's too low. Way too low. Here, hang on a second. Actually, that's probably Same thing, I'm just going to go back to the beginning of the track, select it, Command C, V, 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 and I'm going to turn this down because I think it's way, way, way too loud. Shrink all the notes again, make them smaller or the same size actually. And now what I'm going to do is gonna move some stuff around. so there you go. That's how you do a quick little track in Logic Pro 9 from scratch. Obviously, it needs more work, but the idea is there, and you can now do something with this idea. Let me save this real quick, and I'll show you another one I did yesterday. Okay, file. It's called The Funk. Okay, so this is one I did yesterday, and I'll play it back for you real fast. Alright, so that's another little quick track I put together using Apple's Logic Pro 9. If you have any questions or comments, please do let me know. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe. Stay tuned for more.